few weeks ago, we were out at the crash site where we lost our daughter, watering the plants that we planted there a year ago. And on our way back to the car, we noticed something red between the door and the rearview mirror. When we got there, we found this red pillow in the shape of a cross. And we were really touched that just in a few minutes we were out watering, somebody stopped by and placed this there, that they were thinking of us in our sorrow and grief and wanted to express their compassion in our loss. And the reason I bring this out is because it's as you notice, the color being red in the shape of a cross, it conveys to us the idea that life is full of sorrow and suffering and grief. And we need to express compassion and be thinking about others and to help alleviate their pain. Earlier this summer, my wife picked up a book a friend told us about, and it is it's like no other book that we've ever read. It's called The Hidden Half of the Gospel by Paul Conniff. And she read some parts to me while she was reading it, and I decided I need to read this for myself. On the back cover, which most books have a summary of what their contents are, it says this: lonely, abandoned, betrayed, physically and verbally abused, addicted, rejected, forsaken, unsafe, and hopeless. Well, I think we can all relate to at least one of those. And it goes on and it talks about just on the back cover, what each of these things that Jesus went through for us. For instance, lonely, it says Jesus was abandoned by his closest friends to identify with you. Betrayed, he was betrayed for the price of a slave to identify with you. He was abused, physically and verbally, to identify with you. And the same with addicted and rejected. And through this book, it's been a real eye-opener because there are a number of testimonies what people have gone through in one of these areas, and how through their suffering and their hardship, focusing on the cross, that Jesus went through that experience for them. And how through Paul Conniff's ministry, they have come to see the Lord Jesus Christ as one who has endured their type of loneliness or grief or abandonment or rejection throughout their life. And how in that experience they have identified with him and Christ has given them the victory. It's a very powerful book, and I think it's one that not only many believers, Christians, would benefit from, but even people in the world. And so my blog today, my teaching, is to share with you that there are resources out there for people who have lost loved ones, particularly a child, as in our case, that if they would avail themselves to be looking for these resources, God would lead them and help them through their situation. Again, the name of this book, Hidden Half of the Gospel, and we strongly recommend it. So until next time, may God bless you, and may you continue to walk by faith. Thank you.